Before I begin, there are 3 quotes that I'd like to open with that I keep on my refrigerator door that greet me every time I go for another beer. And it's like the 3 legs of a stool that's necessary to stay. The poem must resist the intelligence almost successfully. And a poem is better than a bloody turkey foot in your mailbox. Anyway, to begin. And the third one is a line from an Allen Ginsberg poem. I write poetry because I want to be alone and I want to talk to people. Drinking champagne on Boylston Street, midnight fireworks over the snow-covered Boston Commons, booming volleys of streaming colors, teeming crowds. Afterwards, 3 of us walking back to Cambridge, the muffled foot crunch of snow, Chinese dinner in Harvard Square at 3 a.m. Quiet night at Tommy's Lunch, which incidentally is right around the corner from the Chinese restaurant. The young counterman stands pensively, picking his nose. A cold apartment and hands wrapped around a hot cup of tea. Dark brown stacks of wet cardboard in the trash, sagging in the rain. No words. You speak to the clouds of desire, and they move quickly across the sky. You speak to the moon of desire, and it disappears behind the clouds. You speak to the wind of desire, and it doesn't stop to listen. You speak to the rain of desire, and it washes away your words. You speak to the stone of desire, and it doesn't do anything. You speak to the dictionary of desire, and it laughs at you. You speak to the night of desire, and the sun rises. You speak to your friends of desire, and they say, yes, it is a difficult thing. You speak to yourself of desire, and you grow tired and want to sleep.
Okay, this is my most rewritten poem. I used to revise this every 6 months whether it needed it or not. So I finally quit revising it and put it to print. Okay, it's in 7 parts. It's called Love Lies Waiting. Love lies waiting for longing to subside. For in that longing, in that certain chill of season which was ours, there is an angular distraction which is painful going down. Its edges tear at the throat of our loving too. There's ownership of the other, which we deny in the shadows of our bodies together. Yet in half sleep, we are threatened by the other's freedom. Our vision so blatantly wounded, or are we just waiting for the other to hold us in our immediacy as our fever cries out? Love lies waiting, knowing this fever will break free. We use winter to push this out of us. The steam of breath which is not our own, as we wait for the fall of the branch to the ice below, to divide the sheen of what we have become together. As we search the storms and winter which drive us home to the breast of silence, to the heart of our own inner yes. And who can be in this inner circle when this voice, this longing rules? The jealous lover fears tomorrow and clutches the deed to the other's thoughts. It is here that longing becomes anger. The give and take are out of round until we fall from love. But all of this is a choice, a protective right, a shell that we claim in childhood until someone enters our circle. We then become defined by or free from longing. Love lies waiting for this longing to subside. And in this silence we listen for our own voice amid the chorus of other voices. 6. When I became willing to give my yes to what you are to me, I will gather it in my arms and use it for myself. You use this absence of longing. It is your own poem speaking. Cup it in your hands. Feel its breath. It will grow inside of this book. 7. When this storm has burnt down to clear mornings and predicted storms have passed over us, our poem speaks. Love has waited for this now. Thanks.
Miss Ann Zoller, your table is ready. Glad you could be with us tonight. Tonight we have selections from a perfect couple.
Virgins. Are you doing this right? Wife asked. Of course I am, he sighs. I've seen movies. I know. Well, to be safe, let's stop and start over. Please, she begs. Yes, but it was just beginning to seem right, the husband says. They pull apart. A soft, wet sound rises from the bed. They sit up and begin to think seriously. Their brows curl. Remember that marriage manual? The husband says. Which part? She asks. A bit about music and colors, he replies. Oh yeah, the wife says. Even birds sing. The husband paddles to the suitcase and brings the manual back to bed. After reading choice passages of chapter 2, they begin again. Something big happens. The roof of the Happiness Inn motel suddenly explodes. Sparks like bugs fly upward. A band in parade regalia marches in the parking lot. One starling impaled by a piece of flying metal falls from the sky. The body lands on the bed beside the couple. The husband grins at the wife. My God, she gasps. What do you suppose is in chapter 3? Making the baby. Hurry, it's time to make the baby, the wife says. Already? Asked the husband. We just finished the house, now this. What exactly do we need? Well, the wife replies, arms, legs, little teeth, a blinking heart. And she pauses, a strong mind, you know, the usual. What about wings, he asks. Optional, she answers. The husband leaves for the parts store. He plans on stopping at the hospital for rejects. It takes 2 weeks to gather every piece they need. In the cellar of their house, they carefully spread the members on their round bed. They connect the spleen, liver, pancreas, etc. to other coiling things inside the visceral cavity. Isn't this a ball, the wife says. Very stimulating, he replies, and he begins to rock slowly on the bed. They work well together and fast. Their fingers get sticky, but they smile, rock a little faster, and hum. Siamese severance. Are you sure we'll survive? The husband asks. Of course, the wife responds. Others have. Let's get on with it then, he says. Now pull the saw evenly. No fast motions. We want an even cut, nothing jagged, the husband says. I couldn't bear to have a skin fringe on my forehead. You're too concerned with love, she says. Battle scars actually appeal to some women, turns them on. She pauses. I don't see why we can't get a razor and cut apart quickly. This quiet sawing wears me out. He only shrugs. They work deliberately. The blade severs the head connection. Now, the husband says, let's slice that breast chest hookup. They take turns snipping nerves and vessels, fat and flesh. They bleed. Tears pop from separate eyes. This cutting apart by my breast makes my heart race, the wife says. Not me, he answers. This is the first time my heart is beating on its own. It's like a rock song, you know, something earthy with a bass thump. They both look down at the final severance. Be careful, the wife laughs. One slip and it's over for you.